It's been about 6 months since I did a video, so let's document what we've been up to here. We'll start off some micro tomatoes here. It's Red Robin and Micro Tom, I believe, is what we got here. They're cracky style mason jars, wrapped with some bubble plastic from a mailer envelope I had, and some duct tape. Looking nice in there. Some of the leaves, I think I got a little bit overzealous with the nitrogen on these, and I got some problems down here. Some of these, this one is extremely dark. How dark that is. I mean, it's flowering, but it's like a little overdone on the nitro. So I dumped out a little bit of it and replaced with some plain water, and probably do that every couple of days till it starts to correct. But basically, I'm happy with the way things are going. These things are starting to flower in here. It looks nice. And we got some prize head lettuce started in here, some rock wool. These were bare root strawberries, Albion and Seascape, that I purchased online. Bare root. Got those started up. I was going to do hydroponic, but we haven't gotten that far yet. Just red cups for now. They look pretty good. Let's just get in here a little bit. Yeah, not bad at all. Cilantro right there. There's some kind of lettuce in here. I forgot which kind. I've been, every so many weeks or whenever, these things will grow to the point where you're going to get tip burn at some point. Because, I guess the varieties I've been growing haven't been tip burn resistant, or I got my nutrients out of balance. But this is my fourth go around here with this NFT system from Crop King. Works pretty good. It can get a little noisy when the pump starts rattling in there, so it's kind of annoying on that, from that point of view. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the thing. It definitely works. It just drains. It'll drain down into here to the reservoir. See if we can see what's going on. You can see some of the roots down in there. Just pull it up just a little bit. But yeah, it does a pretty good job. I replaced one here with one of the prize heads. Hasn't taken off yet, but once they do, they grow pretty quick. You can kind of see how dark that is right there. Man, it's like extremely dark on that one. This one's got some damage on it down here too, from what's going on with it. So anyway, over to the citrus. So we got some flowering going on in here, and there's some lemons down in here that are about ready to pick down there. Kind of hard to see, but they're in there, and some more coming for the future. So that's doing well. Got a couple of grapefruits off of one of these too this year. They weren't giant or anything, but pretty sour. They were good. It was exciting to get some fruit off of it, you know. It's one of those poinsettias here that we kind of had hanging around for many seasons now. It seems like you can see down here past, and now this one that's going on now, it's got a nice little thing going on there. Looks pretty good up here too. Yeah. Just our usual plants we bring in every year into the garage. I did save one pepper that I cut back a lot. It's just in a 5-gallon Dutch bucket right now with no circulation, so I just water it from time to time. Nothing special, just one pepper plant that I kept. It was a bell pepper that I want to do something with, so I'm just going to keep it. And this was a gift to me, a bonsai juniper. I brought it in tonight because it's going to get way, way below freezing, so just gonna keep it a safe place. It only gets probably 50 degrees in the garage here, but yeah, it's pretty, isn't it? It's nice. So we saved one of these artichokes. It's hanging on. It could go outside, but don't want to let it get as cold as it's going to get tonight. But yeah, it can hang. So what do we got going on the lights here this year? We got something a little different. We got the good old fluorescent tubes that you're used to. What's those, T12s, I guess. We got one of these light panels. It's pretty bright. Nice, because you can, this one you can dim it. Make it full bright. And all that good stuff, so that's nice. I like that one a lot. I'm going to get another one of those probably. They're so superior to these fluorescent ones. It's crazy, you know. I mean, just the intensity of the light you can get out of them. And then the T5 fixture that we converted to dual what do they call it, dual end LEDs or whatever. You take the ballast out of it and you rewire it. I got a video somewhere on the channel about when I did that a few years ago. I guess it's been a few seasons, but our light stand is just PVC pipe, and it gets funky every year because I take it down and it never goes back up the same way the next year. But anyway, this year I drilled and put screws at key points to make sure that it doesn't pull apart and fall apart and have a disaster. So I'm definitely trying to head that off. Yeah, I like to get some more of these flat LED panels. I mean, they're just nice. I have a Mars Hydro upstairs that's like one of those ones that's kind of reddish purple light it puts off. It works, but definitely not as nice as this full spectrum one here that we got here. I can't even remember where I got the thing from, but it's been a little while. But let's see what it says on there, if you can read it or not. I can't really read it, but I'll remember. It'll come back to me. But at any rate, that's what's going on. Plus, we got seed catalogs coming in out the wazoo, so it's time to start trying to get some ideas of what to do. I think I'm gonna probably take a break on the potatoes this year and focus more on my onions. Try to get those established and getting some big onions this year. I think I'm going to focus on that more so than some of the other things. Sometimes you just get so much going that, you know, with life and hectic things, you can't pay as much attention to things as you intended to, and then you end up with poor results in the end, you know, when you don't fertilize and weed and take care of all the little things that have to be taken care of. You know, when the more ambitious you get, the more, you know, the difficulty of the task, you know, come out with success everywhere. It's more difficult. But I'm going to do the Dutch buckets again this year, and probably some onions and zucchini, stuff like that, in addition to tomatoes and peppers and all that, but not as many peppers. I got a lot more Roma style tomatoes that I want to trial and do some things with. The Super Marzanos I was really impressed with that one, and I definitely want to grow some more of those. Plus, I've bought a bunch of other ones that I'll probably do a video on later, and we'll set up some head-to-head trials and see how that goes. And plus, every year I try to trial something against big beef to see what, you know, what it does and what I like about it and what I don't. But I love big beef because it's reliable, but what I don't like about it is it cracks. Even in hydroponics, it cracks. You know, you'll have those people say you don't have your moisture level right, but hydroponics is moisture all the time, but maybe if the nutrient levels were wrong, something was there, it could contribute to it, possibly. But the nutrient thing is, it's constant checking and adjusting, and then drain the tank and refill it, and it's a little bit of work to maintain it. But I think the bigger the reservoir, the more stable you are overall. The smaller, the more difficult. So if you're running under 20 gallons and you got 10 plants running off of that thing, it could 10 more than 10 definitely, and put a drain on that system really quick, and your nutrient levels shoot up because it'll use more water, and you'll end up with a stronger concentration of what's left over. So you got to top it off from time to time. Some people have top off tanks that keep that balanced, to try to cut down on those swings. But at any rate, it's just something. My thing is I just top it off. I got about a 25 gallon, and I usually do 4 to 8 plants, typically somewhere in that range at any given time. 4 to 8 buckets. Maybe some of the cucumbers, I've had 2 and 3 cucumbers in a bucket before, but anyway, the water level, you just keep it topped off. All right, so I hadn't done that video in 6 months. It was just on my mind. I was like, time to do one and document January 6th, 2022. God bless y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.